And welcome to another edition of the Rescue Rundown, episode 17, I believe. Dave Morris here in the Oklahoman's video studio. Happy, as always, to be joined by Abby Wolf from the Central Oklahoma Humane Society. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. How's the holidays progressing for you?
It's coming along. I'm done with Christmas shopping, so victorious.
Major milestone, right?
Yes.
Well, we're just a few days away from Christmas, and you guys don't necessarily slow down during the holidays. You will be open on Christmas Eve. You will be open on New Year's Eve.
That's right. Yeah, we keep it rolling. You know, animals are on the streets every day, and we recognize that, so we keep it moving.
And that's a good segue into today's topic. Typically, we would have a bouncing little kitten or an adorable puppy, but today it's a little bit more of a serious topic, and a topic that needs to be discussed. You mentioned strays, and that leads perfectly into today's segue.
Yeah, you know, shelters are full. Shelters are full all across the country, and because they're full, they have the tough decision of having to make decisions on who lives and who dies based on whatever the ailment might be. Something as small as mange or an eye infection can lead to euthanasia in local shelters. So we put together this basically fund called Rita's Angel Fund.
And this was based on Rita Hoke, is that her
Rita
last name?
Hoke,
She's
that's
a
right.
board member,
yeah,
right?
she's a board member. She has a huge heart, especially for those injured and ill animals. Something as simple as being hit by a car or having some kind of ailment that's preventable or treatable, that this fund directly helps those animals.
How is the fund funded?
It's funded by donations.
Okay.
So we have lots of donors who really want to help those animals that would otherwise be euthanized. And this is really a great way to help those animals and know you're truly making a difference, is to give to Rita's Angel Fund.
And that's really a life or death decision for some of these animals.
Absolutely. We can't hold them without donations.
And you sent me an email yesterday of Champ, who's an example of what you're talking about.
Yes, Champ is a very special guy, and when we got his pictures, I have to tell you, we all kind of were shocked and gasped.
A little bit disturbing because you're definitely seeing the ribs of the animal.
Absolutely. So you want to use caution when seeing some of these pictures, but Champ is a lovable, just adorable, sweet, happy guy.
What do we know about Champ as far as, breed? And
He is a 1-year-old border collie mix. He has the most positive attitude you've ever seen.
And there are the photos you're talking about. And what are we, when you guys see this and you're gasping, what are you looking at? What are you seeing that you're like, oh my goodness?
He is severely emaciated and has been suffering from starvation for quite a while. And as a result of that is now anemic, but otherwise pretty healthy, surprisingly. But
And you say he has a great attitude.
he does. We should have named him Resilience because he is just a happy guy, and that's really what has kept him alive. Our vet tells us that without that positive attitude, he likely would not have survived. Despite being in pain and being so uncomfortable, he is still just a happy-go-lucky dude.
And what do you think his story is?
We think that he's been out of his yard or away from his home for a while. He came into this shelter as a stray, likely looking for food for quite a while. And, we don't know how long, and we wish that he could tell us his story, but he just can't. And we will never know exactly what happened to him.
But that's another thing that could happen to dogs or cats, escaping, getting away.
Absolutely. You can, something as simple as slipping your leash on accident or having a hole in your fence that you didn't think was big enough for an animal to fit through, or a gate blowing open or whatever, it can result in an animal becoming a stray in the city shelter.
So Rita's Angel Fund is set up exactly for that. And again, how can people participate? How can they help?
That's right. They can go to okhumane.org/Ritas-Angel-Fund and give to our cause. We are almost to our goal. We had a goal to raise $20,000 before the end of the year, and we're almost there. So we need your help getting there just before the holidays so that we can help some of these animals that would otherwise be looked over in the shelter.
You guys come up with the best names. I'm looking at the graphic we have of Rita's Angel Fund, and the cat's name is Fish Stick.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, especially these animals that are Rita's Angel Fund dogs or cats, sometimes they stay with us a while, so we want to give them meaningful names, and that was really the case with Champ. We knew that we wanted to give him the best happy ending possible, and so we had to give him a good, strong name, so we went with Champ.
Currently, he's with, I believe you mentioned he's with a foster home, right?
Absolutely, a loving foster home. He's seeing our vet once a week, and he's gaining weight. So a 60-pound dog, he should be 60 pounds. Right now, he weighs about 40.
Oh, wow.
He came to us with as a 38-pound dog. So he's gaining weight and he's getting lots of love and attention and kind of acclimating back into a life that will lead him to adoption.
Okay, very good. I was about to say, and eventually though, he'll be back adoption.
Eventually, you know, we think he might have a little bit of a road ahead of him, but he will be available eventually, yeah.
Oh, good for you guys for looking out for Champ, and we wish Champ the very best. All right, one last thing here. Anything we should know about for the holidays, adopting cats, dogs, anything like that?
Oh goodness, we're in the last day of Catmas. So tomorrow, 3 p.m. is when Catmas concludes. So that is free adult cat adoption. So 12 days of Catmas. We're in like day 1.5, so stop by and see us, 7500 Northwestern.
Abby Wolf, thank you so much for stopping in.
Thank
Wish
you.
the best to Champ. Happy holidays to you and
Merry
yours.
Christmas.